Tonight, a group of conservative Republicans has signed off on a resolution to impeach Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein.
Rosenstein has been at ground zero in the controversy over the Russia investigation since it began. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan has late details on this dramatic escalation. Dave.
Yeah, there are a lot of ifs here, but if this comes to a vote and if it passes, it would be the equivalent of a political earthquake. Democrats charge this is a thinly veiled way to get at the special counsel and take down the Russia investigation by getting rid of the man who oversees that probe. But some Republicans claim it's the Deputy Attorney General who's playing games here. They say he's withholding documents and stonewalling them on information they've been trying to get for months.
The Russian conspirators want to promote discord in the United States.
Tonight, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein is being targeted for impeachment by nearly a dozen conservative Republican lawmakers who threw down the gauntlet on Wednesday. 11 members of the House Freedom Caucus introduced the resolution calling for the impeachment of Rosenstein, an indirect attack on the special counsel's investigation of Russian election meddling, which is overseen by the Deputy Attorney General. This dramatic escalation of the battle over that investigation comes just a month after one of the leaders of the House Freedom Caucus worked over Rosenstein at a congressional hearing, charging that he delayed and obstructed turning over key documents to the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Rosenstein, why are you keeping information from Congress?
Congressman, I am not keeping any information from Congress that it's appropriate.
And I want to know why you won't give us what we've asked for.
Sir, I certainly hope that your colleagues are not under that impression. That is not accurate, sir. And
it is accurate. We have caught you hiding
Mr.
information,
Chairman, can we allow the witness to answer? Mr. Chairman, point of order. We can go to Mr. Jordan's press conference and listen to him, but we came here to hear from the witnesses.
The time belongs to the gentleman.
Mr. Rosenstein.
Can we allow him to answer?
At one point, Rosenstein's mild demeanor suddenly changed when he had had enough.
Now, Mr. Jordan, I am the Deputy Attorney General of the United States. Okay? I'm not the person doing the redacting. I'm responsible for responding to your concerns as I have. So your statement that I'm personally keeping information from you, trying to conceal information.
You're the boss, Mr. Rosenstein.
That's correct. And my job is to make sure that we respond to your concerns. We have, sir.
And I think the House of Representatives is going to say otherwise.
But your use of this to attack me personally
Why did you?
is
It's not
wrong.
personal. It's not personal.
The FBI director told the committee 880,000 documents about the Hillary Clinton email investigation and the Russia investigation have been handed over to Congress. And he said the FBI had 100 employees working day and night to deliver the documents to Congress on time. But at last month's hearing, Democrats charged this is all about trying to destroy the special counsel's investigation into Russian election meddling and collusion, not about handing over records.
Because, Mr. Rosenstein, it doesn't matter. They want you. They want to impeach you. They want to indict you. They want to get rid of you.
But in an interview tonight with Fox News, Congressman Mark Meadows, the chairman of the House Freedom Caucus and one of the authors of the impeachment resolution, declared Rosenstein has been withholding documents for months.
For 9 months, we've asked for documents, and that's all we want are the documents. And what we found is not only have subpoenas been ignored, but information has been hidden. The efforts have been stonewalled. And I guess for us, it's all about transparency so the American people can judge for themselves.
But many fellow Republicans don't agree that voting for an impeachment resolution is appropriate.
I've had my differences with Rod Rosenstein. I talk to him quite often privately, which again is a lot more constructive than the public hearings we have. He's a Trump appointee. So is Jeff Sessions. So is Chris Wray. If President Trump is dissatisfied with Rod Rosenstein, he can fire him with a tweet.
Now, Congressman Meadows and Jordan, whom we saw in that report, filed the impeachment resolution shortly after leaving a meeting today with top Justice Department officials. If the resolution ever actually comes up for a vote, though, it could put a lot of pressure on some Republicans, like Bakersfield Congressman Kevin McCarthy, the majority leader now, who would like to replace Paul Ryan as the House Speaker. But this could really muddy the water as far as that goes. Juan, Lena?